Yeah, that was a pretty big outmatch back then. I don't imagine this will be like that one was. So what are the first heroes here going to be? The first big question of Echo Isles. Demon Hunter, did you see it? It was cute in the altar for just a second. Colorful is so strong with that hero. Definitely one of the strongest Night Elves in the world. But Demon Hunter can oftentimes be underwhelming in the late game. But he cancels it just after a second and goes for the Warden after all against the Mountain King first on Echo.
Yeah, it's going to be really hit or miss. Ideally, you want to play with Blink against the Mountain King because you can dodge Stormbolts. So we'll see if Colorful gets a perfect scout and exactly what he chooses to go into as far as like his 2 spells. This was really weird. Chaemiko made a farm at the bottom. Like usually you're supposed to go to the mercenary camp, but good elves, they make the Ancient of War a little bit further out, so you can't pull the creeps and get a cancel on Ancient of War. So it seems well thought of by Chaemiko, in that he makes the farm down there so he has some vision on when the opponent's hero might come his way, and he's going to steal the Forest Troll Shadow Priest.
Is he bringing the footy as well to harass? No. Footmen stay with the MK, but the Shadow Priest can still be annoying, and if you see some last hits here, if he kills some Wisps, that's definitely quite the headache. Warden getting slowed. Oh, he's got the last hit! He got him!
And he got the Warden slowed. The Ancient of War already took a lot of damage. He's still gonna work on that Wisp. This has already achieved so much that he's sending Footmen and Mountain King on the other side of the map.
Uh-oh. Warden has still not chosen a skill point over here. And will not be able to get this Shadow Priest.
This is such a sick opener here by Chaemiko. He's like, I've had enough of these Wardens. I'm just not gonna let you level. You guys always finding mana pendants, no more.
And this is why in this matchup, oftentimes Warden nowadays gets played with 2 Ancients of War to be safe. One in the north at the green, later going to the marketplace, and one in the south for the natural creep. Because this Mercamp creep can backfire. But at the same time, this MK is also not leveling. Usually the goal is to get quickly level 3 with that first hero. But this game is quickly turning into quite the unusual affair.
Yeah, Echo Isle has the particularity that you can create quite a few camps with just units, or just militia rather sometimes. Can he get the deny? Oh, he doesn't go for it, so Warden will get a little bit of extra experience here. Chaemiko with the... It's only the the 4th farm, because he has 1 on the map. Does he maybe creep the Expo with just militia and like 1 footman and take it? He could do the small green first, then the Expo. And he would be well on his way to level 3. Actually, he might even get level 3 from that.
Berserker now for Colorful. That's a big addition to his army, but also painful if you lose it. MK with boots and Stormbolt can certainly look for that kill quite effectively. Sells the TP, goes for the boots. And the dust. And the militia are coming over. The boys have been called. 8 on the way. We're gonna have a tower push.
No way!
A player's force
He's going for that on Echo Isle against the Warden whom he knows he's gonna be creeping in the meantime. Ring of Regeneration was collected here by Colorful, but it's not even level 2 yet. That's so many militia, by the way. He can fight with half of them, mech towers with the rest. That's Warden level 2, actually, that Footman died. A deny would have been nice, I guess, to prevent that. Gets the surround on the Troll Berserker.
Yeah, that one's definitely dead. Mass detonates coming out. MK out of mana. Warden with 1 spell left. She is level 2. The stats here help a little bit from the level up as well. This Ring of Regen could be great over time. We'll see how effective it will be. Ancients of War coming up already. Colorful's close to tier 2, by the way. He could go for a second hero soon. A Panda. Seems like might be good.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a ton of gold, because he tried to make an Ancient of War. He made another Archer. Ideally, you would have had a Wisp in the center, and then against this, you can either get like Pit Lord or Panda, you know, some good AoE that hits not only the peasants, but the towers as well. And yeah, those towers, it feels like almost unavoidable that they're going to go up unless he starts targeting them down soon, but there's only 1 Archer in position. There's an entire army of militia ready to repair.
Yeah, there's no way he has the damage to break through this. AP coming up in the back. Is it out of range of these towers? Perhaps it is.
I mean, the repair potential is just so insane as well. So we have a Pit Lord. I like that because it's going to hit all 3 towers. Yeah, the AP is out of range of the towers, but it should be able to shoot at least the 2 at the front. Oh, he sees it. He's gonna go for the cancel. Very important if he can get that. It's kind of last second. Mountain King might get targeted there. The Warden's taking a lot of damage. Oh, and the AP is gonna get cancelled, I think.
Yep, taking too much damage, definitely will be falling. And the Pit Lord is in range of the Arcane. That's definitely a big mistake. The Warden is dead, okay. I think you don't have to worry about making mistakes anymore on this map, Colorful. This one seems pretty clear cut, but he's staying in it. Not giving up yet. One more Archer, that's level 3. Mountain King finishes the game here with that level up. GG! And a quick 1-0 for Chaemiko.
Chaemiko is such a boss. Like, sometimes he does unconventional strats and they don't work, but this looked amazing.
Yeah, in the break, we were kind of talking and joking. Oh, boys, this series is going to be long. It's Echo Isles first, then Terrana Stand. This will last for a while with the Warden. And here we are, 5 minutes later. Human tower rushing Night Elves.
Boom.
With
Like good old EPS days.
With Mountain King. Yeah, when did you ever see this?
Never.
This game reminded me a little bit of like Nostalgia Battlefield when Grubby's team was playing. It was Joshishi, not Colorful. And he was tower pushed as well by Chaemiko. And also the Warden found Ring of Regen and held on and held on and held on. And the game lasted forever until there was an ultimate. This one, not so much.
Yeah.
See.
Did Colorful make a big mistake with that first creep? Or can you always punish it like this? It felt like the Berserker was lost too easily. But even if that Berserker survives, it's so hard to hold on against all these peasants repairing, and the footies, of course, they're having presence.
Yeah, I think if he had sent extra wisps to repair his Enchant of War at the Merc camp, he would have been fine. And also, when you see a peasant there in position, like, I mean, this guy is not there to just, watch you creep the camp. He's obviously going to do something about it. In this case, told the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, which you can't let happen. You could have definitely gotten that himself if he had been in position with a wisp. A wisp is faster than a peasant, so maybe that was the first time he was playing against this, and that did not go well for him at all, and he misreacted quite a bit. The Pit Lord was late as well, like, just disaster, really.
The Police Academy here on Echo Isle seemed to be really, really good, helping Fortitude in Game 3 and now helping Chaemiko in Game 1. How would this look on the next map? The next map is Terrana Stand. We're loading in right here. And that, again, screams like a Warden, but people like Blade have shown that a Mountain King and an early push can be very helpful as well. So, TS, here we go. Alright guys, we got Colorful in the upper left. We got Chaemiko one map away from the winner bracket final against Lin in the bottom right. Have fun.
Alrighty. Terrana Stand, if there ever is a map for 2-base, 2-base, and macro, it is this one. MK Warden here, very likely. Colorful does like playing Demon Hunter a lot more than most other Night Elves out there, but on this map I think he still largely favors Warden, so I believe we're going to be going with the meta picks here.
Yeah, I think Chaemiko is capable of playing the different styles very, very well, but I definitely expect a Mountain King here on this map. Humans really have perfected the creep routes. You get level 3 very quickly, you buy stuff, you get to the other side of the map, and you don't let whatever hero it is that the Night Elf has gone for, usually a Warden, get to level 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's the strength of human early game, making use of the militia. First to the Merc camp, get level 2 there right away, 2 items and Mercs, and then over to the natural, creeping that with militia also pretty effectively for that level 3 along with some green camps. And the Warden with the Ancient of War will be able to creep pretty well as well, but normally not that fast to level 3. Also, usually nowadays with double Ancient of War, and there comes some mind games and some specialties into this matchup. Where's the second Ancient of War going to be? Is it very ambitious on the enemy side of the map at some big creep camps, or more passive in the main or next to the main at the merchant? Are you going to take a risk or not?
Yeah, I think if you're Chaemiko, you just want to creep Mountain King like safe. Just do the Merc camp and then get level 3 at the expansion and start staffing across the map. Usually, one of the best things that Night Elf can do is what Colorful's doing. Get the second Enchant of War close to the shop at like a pretty early timing. And then you know that the MK is going to be staffing there and pressuring you. And that's for you to try and deal with it as best as you can to try and rush that level 3. Obviously, there are some good items you can find along the way. Sleepers of Agility and Potion of Greater Mana is in fact the best two that you could get on that first camp. So good start for Colorful. But on the other side, we also got Greater Mana.
Double Greater Mana Potion. Still very good. Even after the nerf. Next Slippers. Nope. Gauntlets here this time for Colorful. So yeah, very conservative. The next Ancient of War, or the first Ancient of War, I should say, is already walking over towards the lab. If you can make this happen, this is amazing as Night Elf. Go for the Berserker at some point, creep the Merchant, and then go over to the lab. It's going to be crucial for Chaemiko to prevent this, to scout this first, this possible lab creep, and to prevent this if it should be attempted.
You see that Footman tried to pull the camp away, but it didn't quite work well at all. Colorful was able to bring that back on the other side. And Warden's gonna power level very quickly. And then there is the question of the staffs. You know, both players are supposed to get a staff of teleportation. We see the Warden go on the other side of the map. Colorful not gonna take any chances with his Footman here. Pushes it back. And then re-engages into the creeps. Knowing that it's a Mountain King, you really wanna go Fan of Knives plus Blink here. If you're the Warden player. It would be a mistake to go for Shadow Strike.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to bait with a footy, right? Trying to greedily, or trying to tempt the Warden into going Shadow Strike, but not falling for it is Colorful. And here we see it. MK gets level 3. First comes over with the Tele Staff, and now with the level 2 Stormbolt has really big kill threat. On only Wisps, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, the Warden also staffs across.
Oh, there is some
Getting
low HP
intercepted though by
peasants.
footies. Oh yeah, you're right.
If he kills 2 of them, he gets level 3.
Not willing to blink.
He already used it, didn't he? Oh, he hasn't selected a second spell, I think, actually. Did he?
He did go for blink. And fan. I guess the 1 kill. Oh, that's level 3 already. And next Fan of Knives, doing decent damage. Taking out the Shadow Priest would be good experience, but Chaemiko always legendary with these blocks, of course. Stormbolt hits the Warden. And if this was Foggy, I could definitely see him wanting to commit the big mana potion. He may need to, actually. Yup, to dodge this Stormbolt. With the blink, he manages to. That's the big mana gone forever.
He used Shadow Meld and he was like, wait a second, does he have dust? And he started running again. No, there is no dust, actually. He could hide for a little bit longer. A peasant can cancel the potion, and he will. Oh my god.
Oh, triple kill. Nice.
And there is already a second Enchant of War on the left side ready to help the Warden creep a little more. So Colorful's gonna set up a great rhythm here. He could just go with his unit and his hero to that lab after that, do it, and by this time the Enchant of War that's at the top right will be down to do the expo. And by then the tree that's on the top right will be creeping there. And he's gonna be getting very close to level 5 if he can secure all of that, but obviously Chaemiko's the one trying to pressure now.
The Tree of Life positioning over here, very nice to not get scouted and cancelled. But, of course, we'll be going to the top right gold mine then. And keeping both bases safe at the same time with that kind of base layout is going to be quite difficult, especially against tanks, which on this map are still very popular.
Yeah, usually what you do is you get a Sanctum, and then you go Nightbreaker, and you make a bunch of tanks with double Workshop. So that's, as to say, you have to react to units, but you also have to react to tank, which is, as Night Elf, it's very hard to react to both, especially when your economy is so far behind because your opponent expanded early, or like so much earlier than you. I think Colorful was probably planning on doing the lab, but then he saw that that was scouted, and then he's like, okay, I'll just go for the expo then in the meantime.
And he's almost level 4. Getting level 4 on the Warden, always very nice for that increased blink mobility. As it becomes a lot cheaper, and even gets a little more range, dude. I learned this a few days ago. Did you know? Leveling up Blink gives you like 75 more Blink range.
I didn't know, but...
Stormbolt. Oh, this Warden! Level up! Blink! See you later.
Yeah, Mountain King needs boots badly here. He might have been able to chase, actually, if he had that. Usually we see a lot of elves actually rushing tier 3 on this map because you can get anti-magic potions and you can really start spamming those peasants on the expansion of human with Fan of Knives, and then you don't get your mana drained from the Arcane Tower. And Chaemiko actually very low on towers. Only 1 Arcane Tower per base.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah.
I would be morphing my 4th tower on the Expo right now.
A town is
Shredder
under
and Zeppelin purchased here by Chaemiko at the left-hand side lab. Bring that in now for the harass. MK is trying to take out as many wisps as he can, hurting the lumber economy. He will probably have to TP out here. Ah, no, of course there comes a Zeppelin! Beautiful by Chaemiko. And he also scouted the tree on the right-hand side.
Oh, the Enchanter 4 on the left.
forces are under attack.
Oh, whoops.
And there's no tier 3 on the way for Colorful, so no prospect of anti-magic, but he's going to be working with a lot of Dryads. So maybe he's going to want to look to catch Chaemiko on the map, prevent him from creeping entirely while he has his own Expo setup.
This stage in the game for human always feels very tricky. You know the Warden is level 4, she wants to keep on creeping, and just letting her do what she wants is dangerous, but she also has Dryads, and if you overextend now with your human army, you will be forcing or feeding this Warden a lot. So what is the effective thing to do right now? Is it creeping? Is it lumber harass? Is it creep jack timing?
Yeah, I think creeping
Tough
can
to
be
make the
really
perfect
good.
call.
We've seen some humans creep here and then later retrain and then have clap that they can work with really well against like any sort of... I mean, they do damage, a lot of damage to everything except Dryads and Giants, but you can't just go for full Dryads and full Giants. Chaemiko actually means to fight here. Ooh, the Wand of the Wind is huge. He's gonna kill every... Oh my god, that Warden's gonna skyrocket to level 5. He doesn't have one more Fan of Knives, but he gets 1 or 2 more units.
That is that experience I was talking about, rushing to level 5, and that green camp is gonna be enough now, right? And then begins the level 3 Fan of Knives nightmare.
Yeah, and in the meantime, you can level a Tinker with cluster rockets,
Players' forces are under
which
attack.
interrupts not just healing spray, but also siphon mana, which actually, like, he went Alchemy second. You
Yeah.
almost always see a Blood Mage second here, usually. And he's going Aviaries.
Okay, weird. Alchemist second, normally something seen with AM. AM, Alchemist, and Blood Mage. So I guess it's Blood Mage third, right? You don't go Alchemist and Paladin, that would be weird.
Yeah. And I think usually Dragonhawks is something that you go for when you think you're ahead. In this game, I don't think he's particularly ahead because there's already a Warden level 5. So it's a bit strange. Yeah, bears are gonna come in now. The point is that you get Dragonhawks that kill Dryads pretty quickly. If the opponent has bears, you can get Griffins. But I mean, Mountain King's not even level 4 right now. That one Footman is like, I'm out of here. I'd rather die to creeps. Buys the Zeppelin.
So what kind of state are we in right now? Chaemiko in this game, how is he feeling?
Probably not very good, to be honest. I mean, he's going for air, which I don't know if it's been scouted yet. By Colorful, he's going Demon Hunter second to try and counter the Mountain King and Alchemist. I mean, if he can get level 3, like those mana burns are going to be huge. I think Colorful's winning. Like, he's 5.4. He could easily go home, start spamming anti-magic potion, and just killing a ton of these peasants on the expo because there is no Zeppelin there.
It's interesting, the Warden isn't committing into the peasant line. She's threatening a jump. So it looks like he's trying to keep Chaemiko back on his side of the map and waiting for the demon to come out, I guess, and then start creeping. There's still plenty of camps left. Especially the bottom left corner looks very juicy. If you should be able to steal that away from the opponent, that would be amazing.
I'm not sure why he invulned. I guess he wanted to make sure he got out like pretty easily, but... And I think, yeah, now would be a good time to go home, start using those Moonwells and Anti-Magic. I don't know if he made Wellspring yet, but Ultra Vision's on the way now for Colorful, and he needs to start leveling the Demon Hunter. If you can get level 3 here before the next fight, it's amazing for you as Colorful.
Yeah. down the road.
Wait.
Double Orbital Venom could be great against these Dragonhawks, by the way.
Yeah. Why is he not fully replenishing? Oh, he baits a Stormbolt, but that does land. It reminds me of, remember against Zoshishi on this map? He got Wilden level 5 pretty quickly and then never harassed with it. And then I saw a pretty funny comment from someone who said that in his hands, a Wilden level 5 is as useful as a Shade. Never really harassed or did anything with it.
Chaemiko with a double Zep, by the way. That makes it so that the Warden can't find these kills too easily. Oh, that must feel good. You know, I'm not a Nioth player, but dodging Stormbolts with Blink must feel good.
Yeah. Well, you need to win the game after, otherwise it was all in vain. He sees the mass air, like, what does he go for? Look at Colorful's bank. What is this guy saving up for?
Yeah, what do you make against this? Archers probably just get clapped. You can't make Hippogriffs, they just get shackled. So
Yeah,
I guess Dryads?
I think, yeah, Dryad, like you said, double orb, Dryads, he's gonna have some good AoE. I think maybe the reason why he isn't played aggressive with anti-magic is that he's worried he's gonna be pushed soon. He's already happy with his lead. He's like, okay, if I'm not careful and I kill peasants, maybe he attacks immediately after. And if I don't have anti-magic in the fight, then Stormbolts plus Siphon starts landing, it's gonna be pretty bad.
We're going into mass more and more. Upgrades are important. Colorful at 0-0 does not have a Shredder, so it's not going to be so easy for him to just spam these upgrades like crazy. However, he still got so much gold, 1500, and that's a perfect creep check opportunity. With Ultra Vision, he saw this coming, and blinks in. Can he steal the item? No, full inventory. Or can he? Yes, he can! MK was cycloned up in the air, trying to escape now with a Zeppelin. Wait a minute. Chaemiko doesn't have a TP here? That looks dangerous. If he gets bashed! If these hobos had bashed him!
My
Oh
God.
my god, this MK would have died. And that looks like Colorful completely in control now.
Yeah, really good use of Ultra Vision, spotted that as you said. He's just grabbing a ton of Dryads behind this, and I wouldn't be surprised if he started one more base here in a second. Mountain King is trapped? No, okay, there's a peasant blocking. I was like, why is he dancing around? And Warden's ready to start working on peasant. That's the Warden, almost level 6, by the way.
Well. Oh, quick reactions.
Player's
kills here.
forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's really annoying when you don't have a Sanctum here to get Magic Sentry to help out against this. You could make a farm at the lab, I guess.
Town is
Or
under
I've dust.
siege.
Colorful, not satisfied with his 1600 gold. He's a high roller. He wants more money. Going for another expo. Would really, really like to see a Shredder.
Yeah. He needs to queue more upgrades, so he needs wood for sure.
We know this is not Neutron with the Smurf account. Otherwise, this would have been a Shredder a long time ago.
We would have had 3 Shredders by now.
At least.
A player's forces are
Mountain
under attack.
King. Is there a staff? No, there isn't. Oh,
Oh.
my god. Staff of Teleportation is on cooldown for 6 more seconds. Mountain King, terrible for... He has staff. Okay, he can staff now. He goes for it. He's gonna die before.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That kind of feels like all the wind, out of his sails. That's the GG. 1-1. Colorful is so damn good on this map. Telling
Yeah,
you.
he's insane.
That was a fun one. That was a fun one for sure. And yeah, I felt like the first 5-7 minutes of the game, the Colorful got really good playing Terran Stand. A couple of months ago, he was playing against 15 Sway, and he tried to creep, and the Mountain King staffed over, and his Warden got killed, like over and over again, stopped in the tracks, no chance. Those mistakes are a thing of the past. He's going for the counter attack now. That paid off. Just played it smart, top to bottom. Felt like Chaemiko had a little bit of a spike in the mid game, but yeah, in the end, couple too many mistakes, maybe, and Colorful punishing this hard. So once again, guys, we go full distance here at DreamHack Summer Asia, powered by Monster Energy. We go for one more tiny little break, and then we decide this. Chaemiko versus Colorful. See you in a bit. This is the decision. There's no more time to wait. It is the decision between Chaemiko and Colorful. And it's on Concealed Hill, so I'm really curious what heroes we're seeing now.
Yeah, Warden should be unplayable on this map. Absolutely unreliable, never gets level 3, and you lose the game. In fact, Night Elves used to veto this map a lot, Concealed, but it was Colorful instead vetoing LR, which I find surprising, and Northern Isles. Both those maps usually way better for leveling Night Elf heroes, but Concealed has a specialty as well, which is the fountains, which can be really good in a really late game with Mountain Giants, for example.
Alright, you guys hear the chains. The last game of the second day of DreamHack Summer Asia. Once again, powered by Monster Energy, in case you haven't heard that yet. It's fascinating. These guys, like the Rise started at around the same time. They never broke into the upper echelon, but they both have definitely matured. And we have loaded into Concealed Hill. Let's go. Alright guys, this is gonna be a good one. I feel it. Take it away.
The first heroes will be the most interesting thing here, of course, from the Night Elf side. Not so much from the human. Chaemiko, we have seen him now play MK quite a few times, and very competently as well, but this map should be utterly impossible to pull that off. Same for the Warden. No easy level 3, no Mercamp access. Poison everywhere, everything hurts, so you can't really play these greedy level 3 heroes. Goes for both races. So it should be an AM against... That's the question. Every other Night Elf would go Keeper here, but with Colorful, there's always the possibility of Demon Hunter first. Colorful plays it the most out of all the top Night Elves and is one of the best Demon player in the world. And it is, in fact, the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, on this map, it's very standard to go for that. Mountain King first on this
Mountain
map.
King
Chaemiko,
against Colorful, where there's a decent chance it's Demon.
The Madman.
What?
He has a specific plan. I mean, to be honest, he's one of the strongest players. With Mountain King, you can go for Bash. Like, you can get... I think the idea is to expand, right? Like, it has to be. And it's really not going to be expected. So he's probably hoping for Colorful to maybe mess up the scout a little bit. Like sometimes you put that first footman on the Wisp and you really send it to the other side of the map and then he doesn't see it's a Mountain King. Runs in with a Demon, that's when you get the surround, and then suddenly we're looking at a completely different game than normal. But he missed the Wisp. He actually kind of ran past. Wait, is he going to creep the lab first? No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be a quick level 2 for the MK. How many militia do you need for this, though? 1, 2, 3, 7 militia.
It's like, did anybody
right.
say greater mana repeats?
It was scouted. The Demon is coming.
Player's forces are under attack.
Claws of attack. Great start for Colorful.
Double
And
Wisp
so
is like,
far-
where's the mineral metals? That's so funny. Sees the Mountain King. He can't really go in, to be honest. Yeah, he can't.
And even on the way back, it's not like he can kill these peasants that easily. Doesn't even get the 1. Wow, this works surprisingly well.
Well, for now.
Funnily enough, against the Keeper at the moment, this would be much more problematic.
The idea has to be to expand. I don't see what else here. Like, he's getting the 4th farm, like the tech would be so delayed. And that's why Colorful stayed healthy on this Demon Hunter. That was the main priority there. Just to make sure that while the expo is being crept is when he's going to be trying to apply pressure. Ideally, maybe grab a Staff of Teleportation first, but that's where Bash comes in, and it's very dangerous.
It's gonna be nighttime in a second. He can go for a circle if he wants. Colorful backs up a little for creeping. That's a weird timing. The expo could be coming up right now. And indeed, the militia have been called. Wisp sees it. But the Demon, I think he mismanaged his time here a little bit.
Yeah, I think you have to wait for 19 o'clock, which just happened. We just reached that time to get the staff. So I think he was waiting for that. He couldn't get in position before that. Like, going there without a staff would be suicide. Even Potion of Greater Invuln, like it's a great item here to have to prevent mana burns because it lasts a very long time. Gets Stormbolt level 2, he does get mana burn one time, but he's gonna get a big surround on the demon. Wait, oh, it's not a surround!
Oh! Got more though. What the hell? This is working out really well. And just because of this early game creep route, you know, on paper it seems like MK is bad against Demon, but on this specific map with this creep route, this MK is working out well because the Demon can't get in, and a Keeper would have been much more problematic.
Demon got out again. Oh, he thought it might be some archers or
Players'
what
forces
the?
are under attack.
I mean, he saw there was no Cloak of Shadows, surely. But he used Crystal Ball right on top of his army. I guess just to make sure there was no archers there. But very unusual, like he had such a good start, Chaemiko, and then he missed 2 of the surrounds on the Demon Hunter, so the Demon got out. Still having Town Portal here is a big problem for Chaemiko, because that gives him a lot of good escape potential, and as we see, tier 2 is almost finished here for Colorful. I wonder what he chooses to do. Like, he could go for double lore and then just try to break the Expo, maybe with Mass Bears.
Oh, that Creepjack though. Oh! Shadow Melt, is he gonna pop the Crystal Ball again? Still on cooldown.
And this
And
time
now
there
he's
is
got the cloak. Yeah.
10 seconds on a Crystal Ball.
Bash?
He actually scans from the lab.
Oh yeah, true. He had that as well. With
still a ball?
detonates? Nice.
Oh, no, there isn't.
Wait, he's still surrounded though.
Oh my god. The demon is dead. He can scan. He uses Crystal Ball this time. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage. He has so much mana as well. It would be a giant waste if he was to die. And he's gonna go down. Chaemiko
Oh my god.
on Conceal Hill. Is he doing this? He has Expo up. He's already taking.
How crazy is this? Chaemiko is abusing Demon first with MK first. It's actually the right game plan for the early. That's so insane.
A player's
Fully
forces
mining from the
are under
Expo now.
attack.
I don't know where these peasants are going that were there. Unless he plans on tower rushing with peasants carrying gold, or maybe it's like a peace offering. The archer, he uses the invuln. Oh my god, he gets one more archer. Colorful has 26 supply. If this law gets cancelled, this is just game, I think. The peasants finally headed home. They're like, okay, well. Oh, he sent peasants from the main base as well. Chaemiko with some hockey points.
What's going on?
What are those guys doing? Unless he wants to start a tunnel
Oh,
in it.
the Naga.
I think she lives.
Close.
Dude, those peasants, what is up? What is going on? Colorful starts a tree near the Expo. I like that choice. Like, you're never gonna break the opponent at this stage. You're just too far behind. If he can make this a real game with like an actual army, I think a Demon Hunter is gonna be good against the Mountain King. But this entire start was
A player's
awful.
forces are under attack.
We even got a Shredder from Chaemiko here.
So what kind of army is he gonna go into now? He could go pretty much anything, right? He's got the Expo secured, he's got the Shredder going, he's gonna have infinite lumber.
Yeah, it's kind of weird with Mountain King here. I guess you can go Archmage second and then just play with like a lot of casters and breakers. You could go tier 3 as well. Blood Mage second, try to go into Knights. If you're playing with any sorts of casters, it's always more tempting to go for Archmage second because you need the aura. He could go tanks, for all we know as well. But he's so far ahead here, it feels like maybe the best choice is to just go Archmage second, double Sanctum, just get Mass Rifle, Breaker, Caster, and then just kill him.
This seems like the right call here. Going for the Expo cancel. Importantly, though, he doesn't have a TP on this MK. But there is defense, so these Dryad Spears will be reflected.
Oh, I think he's gonna get the cancel. Oh my god.
Yep. Oh, even has the Zeppelin for the save.
There's no whiskey alive. He could have maybe repaired, but no, not even.
He canceled, but it was so late, it was only like 50 gold.
And the demon didn't even burn. Oh my god, he gets to surround again.
No way. No way. Not again. Bashes?
Yeah,
Bashes?
Steph. Kind of Steph.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Demon coming back, carrying a moonstone. Trying to deal with his footman here.
Oh, he has 0 juice, man. This is a sad game for Colorful.
Yeah. And he used the Moonstone too early if he wants to use Fountains to heal, I think.
Ay. MK's got the Clarity running. He's got the next hammer cocked and loaded. Ready to throw that out.
Locked and loaded.
As the dwarves like to say.
A player's forces are under attack.
Honestly, it feels like he can do any army he wants. And look, he's going for air. Paladin second. Interesting. He wants to make sure that he can keep that Mountain King alive and well, but I don't think he would have been in that much danger necessarily. Like, his problem is that he's gonna run out of mana very quickly against mana burn. But I guess he can just carry a potion. Make sure he's full mana when he engages and carry like 1 or 2 mana potions.
The player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, mana still. I wonder if he keeps that for the extra mana removal on the Mountain King or if he sells it. With the demon, it always feels a little bad to find that. Because you already have a hero that deals well with the opponent's mana.
I would have loved to see Moon, no disrespect to Colorful, but I would love to see Moon scouting this MK and then reacting to the MK, knowing what's going to be happening, you know, with the fast expo and the stone bolts around and everything.
I think he probably would make a second Enchanter 4 and Huntress Soul and say, get out of my game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Because after the Demon Hunter had to leave at the expansion, this game felt almost over. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. But when he scouted it very early, he saw it at the lab. Or I guess not very early. Somewhat early. If he had known he was an MK, he wouldn't even send double Wisp to the lab. It was just a great mind game by Chaemiko, because he pushed that first Wisp away. So the Wisp couldn't see what first hero came out of the altar.
Yeah, true.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 about to finish here for Chaemiko. Oh, that Dryad almost kills itself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. You remember that move? Did you do that in high school?
No.
Don't lie to me.
You know, actually, I was gonna talk about like a meme myself earlier because we were talking about Colorful on Tierna Stand, and I've had the misfortune of meeting him on the ladder on Netis before on Tierna Stand, and whatever I threw at him, he was defending everything perfectly, and it reminded me of you know, that's, I don't know if it's like a GIF or a video, but like in ping pong, there's this guy playing super hard, going left, right, and like, you know, trying to score a point, and this other guy is like barely moving, and he just keeps sending back everything every time that the ball goes to his side. That's what it felt like to play against Colorful on Tierna Stand when I played him, and he's really, really good.
So you're saying Colorful must be very good at ping pong?
Probably. I mean, he's Chinese. Chinese are all insane at ping pong. I found that out the hard way too when I moved to China, and I thought I was good at the game. Oh my god, he gets the cancel, gets out, staffs him, he's styling on him. I mean, to be honest, staffing the Mountain King might have been better here, because that guy needs some serious healing. Are you good at ping pong?
Hells no. All the accuracy games, like pool, ping pong, and bowling, awful. Awful.
But Koinova, not too bad though.
Only thing I'm good at with aiming is like AK and M4. I can give you those headshots all day.
Oh my god, it's a perfect wall. The Dryad ran in, got snipes. The Demon ran in, took damage, and then the Archer is like, I'll do it for
Archer
you.
follows like, this isn't that hard. I'm gonna show you how it's done. And the next one. Okay. Now they reconsider. Going this mass air style, it always feels like it takes forever to come online though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna come online eventually, and then it should be almost unstoppable. He's gonna staff. You really waited. Oh, that could get.
Isn't it just dead?
If Colorful goes, I don't know if he's seeing it right now. Okay, Chaemiko finally broke upkeep. As long as he gets 70, 80 supply.
He's not
Colorful
playing Griffin.
He's trying to provoke a fight here earlier than Chaemiko would be happy with. And MK is actually completely out of mana. Is this a bad fight for Chaemiko to move out and take this?
Wait a minute. Is Colorful turning it around? The mad boy. Okay, Demon out of the fight, but he has the moon juice. Can staff back in. There we go. One bear goes down, level 2 for the pally. We have the aura now, and another staff.
He shouldn't be staffing the units, to be honest. Like, that Mountain King needs real healing. He should have staffed that, but then what if he staffed under
Yeah.
the... That was probably the fear. Maybe Blood Mage 3rd to give, like, some sort of mana. Fortnightning has been hurting a lot here. Colorful is so good as well at engaging and then pulling back when his units are low, and he's been getting good trades. 48 supply now. If he can saturate that center base, maybe he can come back in this game.
Seems like Chaemiko's starting to get there though. 70 supply, once he's at 80. He's got 2 upgrades. That's pretty damn good. Losing a few units here and there.
Yeah, Demon's gonna get 4 in the next fight, and that's gonna be a big power spike as well to have that extra evasion. Chaemiko kind of overkill with the towers on the expo, by the way. Like 3 would have done the job. We made 5.
More towers, more good.
More towers, more skill.
Exactly. That's what all my ladder opponents seem to think.
You know these great quotes from Wytra? More GG, more skill.
Yeah.
And then we make defense. We make expand, then defend it. Oh, then defense it. I think is what he
then
said.
defense it, yes.
That was my motto in Reign of Chaos as well. 15 towers per base.
And nowadays, always giving GG. That's your motto, right?
Yeah, definitely not more skill with me.
I unfortunately never got to learn how legendary his barbecuing was, but I heard stories that apparently.
It's amazing. I wonder, like, honestly, I think a Blood Mage 3rd here would be really good for Chaemiko. Even, like, when there's this little bit of rhythm here and it's, like, you know, replenishing, he would be able to give himself so much mana. Anti-Magic used at a very crisp timing here. That Demon Hunter was about to get Stonebolted here. Dryas trying to work on the Dragon Hawks, but this time there is no Fan of Knives to help out with that. Naga, with not that much mana, almost gonna get surrounded. He has an invuln, but he's surrounded.
Whoa, slips out with the invul, but... Oh, the demon is back. He's got a staff of his own, but it's on cooldown. Nice mana burn once again. Oh, these Dryads getting roasted now, though. I don't know what the Dragonhawks attack with. It looks like kind of water bubbles. It's the same amount of damage, kind of. But it is enough with high enough of a number. And Chaemiko seems to be closing this out now. Reju! A lot of clutch plays here. Colorful just barely hanging on. He's like a rock climber hanging on with his fingertips to the abyss. But the abyss is going to devour him real soon.
Dude, it's
As
not
Chaemiko is pushing in.
He's pressure washing those Dryads. In a pretty rough way as well. It just feels like the army of Colorful is like bad against this. He would need way more. He would need way more Dryads. Hippos wouldn't work there since there's Dragonhawks. Demon gets staffed and that center base is toast. And behind this Chaemiko, he already has the shop. You might as well just expand there. Make yourself at home.
Why not? Well, his gold is kind of low. Maybe that's why not. But wait a little bit, and he will have enough again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko is like, wake up, bud. You're not in Texas. You're not in Kansas anymore. AKA, you're not on TS anymore.
Yeah, I really like Chaemiko's play this game. Especially that opening. That opening was beautiful.
A town is under
MK Fast Expo on Concealed, man. Who would have thought? But I think if you try that against the keeper first, oh boy. It might be a rough one.
Yeah, but like we said, Colorful loves Demon. It was almost predictable that he was gonna go for that. Here we go, big fight. Naga not working with that much mana. Could get stunned as well. Mountain King out of mana right now, but he has a mana potion. I think he's waiting maybe to get mana burnt, and then he will use that. Dragonhawks walking on the Dryads. There are 2/2 upgrades. Colorful trying to catch. Demon Hunter going low, he's gonna fall.
And that's it.